I'm Lesli Margherita, and we are at the opening night party at Dames at Sea.
I feel great. I'm walking on sunshine. I just opened a Broadway show. How do you think I feel? I felt like it was my birthday and Christmas and everything put together in one evening.
I feel ecstatic. I have loved this show for so long. It was incredible it has been incredible all through previews to hear the response that we've been getting from the crowds that seem hungry for this type of classic golden era musical, and the response tonight was it was a dream come true.
Well, when I first discovered the show in 1973, I tucked it away just in my mind thinking, this is a real gem of a show. And when we had the success that we had 3 years ago out of town, I turned to Alan and Anna and said, you should see where the rights lie because it's never really had anything besides off-Broadway. And we're the first time to have it with an orchestra because it's always been twin pianos. And then the original didn't have a lot of dance music because it was done on such a small area. And so the estates allowed us to open it up and just make it a much bigger show for Broadway. But then we're also in the perfect house. We're in the ideal theater. The Helen Hayes is just a jewel box of a theater, and every seat is good, and everybody feels they're a part of the show.
Not a lot of shows these days ask for tap skills. Not a lot of shows these days ask for ballroom skills. And Randy's asking for all of those. And he is a master. He builds a number like no one else builds a number. But every dance is different. Leslie's tap number is different than Choo Choo Honeymoon, which is different. You know what I mean? You get such variety with Randy. And you're still staying in that old school realm. So it feels like you're watching the old greats up there.
Well, it's like having a well-tailored suit, but in choreography and direction. He really pays attention to what's good for the performer, and he doesn't just say, do it because I say. He says, what's good for you, what's going to help you, what's going to make you feel comfortable. And if there is something that makes you feel uncomfortable, he'll say, don't worry, you'll get it, don't worry. And that's really reassuring.
And then he makes sure that he can do everything. And he says, I don't want to teach somebody a step that they can't do 8 shows a week. So he does it all, and then he does it all with us. And he makes sure that he can do the number. And if we're huffing and puffing and he says, I can do the number and you can't, then we're in trouble. So he's really phenomenal.
He's just one of the finest directors I've ever worked with, and it's truly an honor to be here with this wonderful show and this wonderful cast.
I saw him backstage afterwards and I was in tears, and I said, Randy, it's just an honor. And it is. It's an honor to do his choreography and to know that he trusts us with his work.
I think there are some phenomenal shows on Broadway right now, but this show is what my idea of Broadway was when I was a kid growing up. This is the definition of a Broadway show to me.
It is 2 hours of smiling. There's nothing like it on Broadway. It is the happiest show you are going to see ever. I mean, literally everyone just says they laugh. They are so happy when they leave, and it's just happy.